guys, so today I'm sharing with you how to make angel chicken pasta. This is your secret ingredient. You'll need 2 packs of these and you can find them in the condiment aisle. So you start out with some cream of mushroom soup, some butter, and please use real butter. Margarine is not butter. And of course you need some cream cheese. So you throw in both of those ZESTY Italian packets and you want to add some garlic powder and some parsley. You'll let this cook a little under medium. Add in some milk. Let it simmer for about 20 minutes. That will break down that cream cheese. I make this on the stovetop first. I do eventually go to the crock pot, but first I start on the stovetop because it helps to break down those chunks of cream cheese. I made it one time in the crock pot and it didn't get as smooth as it does this way. Then you want to put your frozen, boneless, skinless chicken breasts right in the crock pot. You only need 2 of them, which saves you money. You add some Lowry seasoned salt, there's none like it, and some more garlic powder and some parsley. Make sure you always season meat. Whatever meat you're working with, always season it. That is one trick to cooking. You want to get those flavors in there. That's the whole point of seasoning. You want flavor. You don't want bland food. So then you want to take your sauce from the stove and just dump it right on top of your chicken breasts. Over time, those little bits of cream cheese that are left will cook and smooth out. And you want to turn your crock pot on low. This will cook for about 7 hours, or you can cook it on high for about 3.5 hours. Once you hit about the 6.5 hour mark on low, you want to go ahead and take your chicken breasts out and put them on a plate. Then you can use 2 forks and just start to pull them apart. For this recipe, I do like my chicken to be a little chunkier, so you don't want to pull it apart too much where it's stringy, because then you'll just end up with little pieces of chicken. You do want to have some chunks in there. And don't worry if you are in a hurry and you have to cook it for 3.5 hours on high. It still comes out tender. I just prefer to cook things low and slow. For some reason, maybe it's just in my mind, I feel like it comes out even better, but I've never really seen a big difference when I have cooked things on high in a crock pot. Either way, it really makes your meat nice and fork tender. So then you go ahead and put your chicken back in your sauce and give it a little stir. Don't over stir this or you will break up those pieces of chicken, and again, you do want it to be thicker. Now you have one last ingredient you need to add about a half hour before this recipe is fully finished. Mushrooms! These are my favorite things in the whole world. They just soak up the flavor of whatever you put them in, and I could literally sit down and eat a whole bowl of sauteed mushrooms. They're so good. But this is an optional ingredient. Some people do not like mushrooms, and that's okay. You do not have to add them. But in my opinion, it does elevate this dish to a whole nother level. So while that's cooking for another 20-30 minutes, you want to prepare your pasta. This is angel hair pasta. That's the kind you want for this recipe. You know what's funny about pasta is that it's all made with the same ingredients, but for some reason it tastes different when it's in different shapes. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So you want to throw it in some water and make sure you add 2 bouillon cubes to this water. That flavoring, that chicken bouillon flavoring just really gets into those noodles and makes it extra yummy. Make sure your pasta fully dries when you're draining it so your sauce will stick. And there you have it, angel chicken pasta. My whole family loves it. There's never any leftovers, unfortunately, but it's so delicious. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share.